we go. How are we doing, everybody? If you are not facing forward, please make sure you're doing that at this time. If you are not sitting crisscross applesauce, if you don't have your hands to yourself, please make sure we're doing that at this time. Today is a wonderful ceremony. Part of it is going to be you, where you get to sing the song that you've been working on in music class. I can't wait to hear it. That's going to be pretty cool. But we also have some wonderful speakers who are going to present for us today on different parts of the American flag. Today is Flag Day. Today is the day when we honor all that the flag represents to our country. The flag has changed over the years. It's become different and unique, and with each step of our nation, it has changed as we've grown as a country, but yet it still stands for the same thing. It stands for America as a country that is trying to evolve into a more perfect nation every year and in every way. We are trying to hold true to our ideals that we don't need a king or a queen to guide us in the right direction. That the people have the right authority and power to decide what is best for them as a country. And we here today stand as a legacy to the people who have tried so hard to make that a reality for us. So to start today's ceremony, I would like to welcome our honor guard. Our honor guard is Howie Sexton. He is a cadet with the U.S. Navy Sea Cadets. Please stand, put your hand on your heart as he presents the American flag. Please remain standing, keep your hand on your heart as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we give our honor guard a round of applause? You may be seated. So what is our flag? Why does it look the way it does? Countries all around the world have a flag. They need a symbol to show what their country ideals are, and flags around the world look different. They're not all rectangles. They're not all the same colors, and they really represent not just a piece of cloth or a piece of material. They represent the ideals. They represent what we are trying to be as a nation. They represent what is important to us, and that is why today we honor our flag. I'm not going to steal the thunder of these wonderful speakers who are going to tell you a lot of information today about the flag, why it looks the way it does. Did you know that the flag didn't always look the way it does?
Yes.
Yeah? We're going to talk a little bit about that today and learn some different unique facts about the flag. So, I'm going to challenge you. Let's make sure we give full respect to the speakers as they come up. Let's make sure we are giving our full attention as they present to their own class. Sometimes that can be a little challenging to do. So, from Mrs. Hines' class, we're welcoming up Mercedes, who's going to talk about what did the first American flag look like compared to today's American flag.
Since 1777, the American flag, also known as Old Glory, has been a symbol of strength and unity for the United States of America. Throughout its 237 years of existence, the American flag has been officially modified 26 times for various reasons. These modifications have never changed the sense of pride that Old Glory has always provided for the citizens of the United States. The American flag is an icon of our nation, and every version of the American flag shares an important part of our nation's history. Are you wondering what the first flag looked like in 1777? In its first year, the flag was designed to have 13 stripes, red and white stripes to be exact. The stripes would switch between red and white at the top, having 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes. In between them, in the top corner of the flag, was decided it would have a blue background with 13 stars, so it would look like the stars in the night sky, which is also known as a constellation. The stars were shaped in a large circle. Nowadays, there are too many stars to use that same shape. The legend has it that Bessie Ross sued the first flag. The colors of the flag have always been red and white and also blue. Since its very start, many of the flag's history has been designed with these three colors. Between 1777 and 1960, the flag was redesigned to look a different way. As the county has gotten older, it has welcomed new states to join in. When this happened, the American flag would add another star to design to represent the new state. Do you know how many stars the flag has today? The answer is 50, just like the number of states now included in the United States. The flag today has the same 13 stripes to represent the 13 colonies and 50 stars for all the states.
Great job, Mercedes. Thank you so much. Up next, we are going to welcome Ella from Mrs. Prado's class, who's going to talk about what do the stars, stripes, and colors of our flag represent.
Our country flag. It couldn't be any more perfect. But did you know there's a reason behind how it looks? In 1817, new states were founded, and Congress decided it was time for a flag. This flag would have one star for each state and 13 stripes to represent the original 13 colonies. The colors were chosen because white represents innocence, red, hardiness, and blue, justice. During the Civil War, many suggested taking away the Confederate or the Southern state stars. President Lincoln wouldn't stand for this. He believed the states would come to their senses. In 1958, Bob Heck designed the flag that we use now. That's how our country flag became the flag we all know and love.
Great job, Ella. Thank you so much for sharing. From Mrs. Veldhuisen's class, we're going to welcome up Anya, who's going to talk about the flag etiquette.
How to take care of your American flag. You've probably been told to take good care of your American flag, but how exactly do you take care of yours? Well, when you carry your flag outside to hang it up, make sure the flag never touches the ground. Also, you should fly your flag proudly from sunrise to sunset on a day with good weather. If you hung your flag outside and the weather turns bad, you should always bring your flag back inside. Your flag should never fly in the rain or snow. When you think about where to hang your flag, you should select a high place to hang. If you have more than one flag to fly, the American flag should be flown on the highest point above the others. If you hang it over water, like a lake, pond, or pool, make sure it doesn't touch the water. Instead, make sure it flies straight above. Display your flag every day, but especially fly it proudly on holidays. We think you should fly it proudly on patriotic holidays. These include President's Day, Memorial Day, Flag Day, Independence Day, also known as the 4th of July, and Veterans Day. At the end of the day, bring your flag safely inside. However, if you do decide to fly your flag at night, make sure you shine a light on it. A special light shining on it can send the message to your neighborhood that you're proud to be an American. Now always remember, the flag is the symbol of our country, so treat your flag with respect.
Thank you so much, Anya. Up next, from Mrs. Dory's class, Reagan's going to talk about why is the flag always folded with 13 folds?
This is what the 13 folds mean. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold signifies our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and tribute of the veteran departing our ranks and who gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to obtain peace. The fourth fold exemplifies our weaker nature as citizens trusting in God, and is to Him we turn for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is an acknowledgement to our country for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country in dealing with other countries may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is an honor to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The tenth fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. The 11th fold in the eyes of Hebrew citizens represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold in the eyes of Christian citizen represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God we trust."
Thank you, Reagan. Up next, Ava from Mrs. Boozman's class is going to talk about who wrote the StarSpangled Banner and why.
Imagine for a moment that it is September 13, 1814. You find yourself a temporary captive above a British ship in the middle of Baltimore Harbor. For the next 25 hours, you are a witness to the constant bombardment of cannon fire. During a battle between the British Royal Navy and the American forces defending Fort McHenry. At the early light of dawn, you are an oath that the United States flag still flies over the fort. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strips and bright stars through the perilous fight. Over the ramparts we watched, we were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in the air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Francis Scott Key was one such witness to this very battle. He wrote the poem called Defense of Fort McHenry. Early on the morning of September 14, 1814, the first verse of Key's poem became our national anthem. On March 3, 1931. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the land of the home and brave.
Thank you, Ava. Up next from Mr. Lane's class, Lila is going to talk about why are flags sometimes flown at half-staff.
Flags are flown at half-staff as a symbol of national mourning or remembrance. They are usually flown at half-staff when a national figure dies, but they can also be lowered as a sign of sympathy or support for foreign nations going through periods of mourning. This tradition dates back to the 1600s when a British ship's captain died on his journey. When the ship lowered its flags to honor the captain. The president can order the flags to be lowered to half-staff throughout the country, but the governors of each state can also order the flags to be lowered. How long the flag stays lowered depends on who or what is being remembered. There are certain days that the flag is always flown at half-staff. They are September 11th, Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day, on December 7th, Peace Officers Memorial Day on May 15th, and Memorial Day.
Thank you, Lila. So at this time, you have been working in music class on My Country 'Tis of Thee, am I right?
Yes.
Did you know that this song was once considered as a possibility to be our national anthem?
Yes.
I'm sure you learned all about that in music class. I can't wait to hear it. So this time I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Crabb, who is going to help us present My Country 'Tis of Thee.
My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of
much, that was wonderful. Did you know that our national anthem starts with a question? Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light. We are the only nation in the world where the national anthem begins and ends with a question. At the end it asks us, oh, say does that star-spangled banner still wave? I believe that's a challenge. It's a challenge to all of us to say our country is never done. Our country is every day, every time we make decisions as a nation, we are working on improving and making our place a better place. This flag did not look like this in 1776 when our country started. It has evolved, it has changed as our country has evolved and changed. What will you make our country look like? What choices will you make to make this country a little bit better for the next generation? At this time, please stand and put your hand on your heart as our honor guard removes the flag. Let's give another round of applause to our color guard. You may be seated. Let's give another round of applause to our speakers today who did a phenomenal job of helping us understand our flag. And one more great big thank you to our music teachers for putting together today's ceremony. Thank you all so much for being a wonderful audience today. At this time, our ceremony is concluded. Please look up to your teacher to wait for your dismissal. Teachers, you can leave from the front or the back.